gentlemen, welcome back to today's class, CISG114, Section 2, Web Technology and Life. Today is day number 18 in week number 9, and we need to carry on with the format of power-based learning classroom. So in a minute, I'm going to invite each team to send a representative here for a 2-minute briefing on what you are up to as of last class and what you're going to do next week. And indeed, next week is the last week for the problem-based learning sessions, learning contract number 3. And you need to get things done, the learning artifacts done on November the 2nd. This is the last day to submit your work, all right? And then after the 2 minutes in-class briefing, you have about 15 minutes time to organize yourself. And then there will be a second round of team-based sharings. Okay, and each member of your team need to come here to share with the whole class what individual members of the team have been doing. Okay, so I'll give you 5 minutes time to get set, and then 2 minutes for each team. I see some members are not here, but anyway, you're here, all right? So you need to get yourself ready. Your team is the only team with all the members here today. That's very good. And one is missing, and two are missing for the team, right? That's okay. So please help yourself, get yourself ready. And remember, the wiki is very important. Wiki is study for week number 8, number 9, and number 10. Okay? And your team discussion forum will start to have some records of your discussions. And Team Wiki is the way we would like to present to work with studying immediately after the submissions of the work. Okay? You look at the schedule, all right? So November the 5th is the day when you have the midterm. November the 2nd is a holiday. So your team-based presentations of your last learning contract will be scheduled in a week on November the 9th and November the 12th. Okay? So November the 9th and November the 12th will be the 2 days when we are going to give you the whole team's 30 minutes time to in-class presentations of your learning contract number 3. And you need to use the wiki to do it. Okay? You need to use the wiki to do it. So, yes, something like this. It's very good, as you can see that this is team number 1, okay? So you have to include the name of the team here, 01, all right? That's team 01, all right? So, thank you very much. Team number 2. Okay? Remember, you need to change it a little bit. For team number 2, you need to include team members' informations. This is for the learning contract number 3. It's very important not just to directly jump into a specific topic. All right? So team number 3. So team number 3, you need to work hard to get the wiki populate with some details. Okay? It's already the second week of the learning contract number 3, and team number 4, you need to start working with the wiki troop. All right. So you get someone who will be working with the wiki, and then get the wiki ready. All right. So may I invite team number 1 now? 2 minutes for your representative. Your team number 1, right? Team number 1. So who's going to do it? Maybe it's Ivy, because it's late today. All right, team number 2. Team number 2, can you send a representative here to tell us what your team is up to? Okay, give you 5 minutes. 5 more minutes to get set. 5 minutes, all right? And during this 5 minutes, what I need to do is to take attendance and also give you some music, all right? It's very important to get you set into these motions. It's important that you get used to the style of a PBL classroom. Joanna is still excused. Norman is here, right? Gaho, are you here? Thank you. And Amir is not. Ivy is here. Erika is here. Vincent is here. Vic is here. Thank you. And then Faith. Faith is here, right? Faith, thank you. Apple, thank you. Coco is here. Calvin, thank you. And then Brendan, thank you. Bobby is here. Eddie is not here yet. Okay, so Max is here. Rufus is here. Neo, are you here? Neo is not here yet, okay? And then that's it. So we need Neo and we need Eddie. So give you 5 more minutes. Okay, all things right and beautiful. Help yourself. Organize yourself. Okay, are you ready for the 2 minutes? Okay, yeah, it is not Ivy, baby Coco. Oh, it's Max. Okay. Now it's team number 1's 2 minutes to brief the whole class on the team's work.
Good morning, everyone. We are team number 1, and our topic is what is information privacy. Last week, we have done the individual journal of our group member, and we are starting to discuss our topic. And this time, we have found the question is about our topic, and I find that there is a big relationship between social responsibility and information privacy. And Coco find out that e-business is very important, and Bobby finding some of the relationship between photo sharing and information privacy. And last, IP find out the information privacy and web technology, the relationship. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Max, for the 2 minutes briefing. So, are you ready for team number 2? Just put the mic over the table. Team number 2. And invite team number 2. Thank you, Brandon. Yes. Please go to the center.
Good morning, everyone. We have already done the PowerPoint for 5 slides. And also we have done the journal, individual journals. And we revised the data about our 3 questions. And the first question is, what is the advantage of social networking? Yes. And maybe communication are more easy. And second, we have already found who use the social networking and what time they spend on it, how much time they spend. And almost every people have using social networking and so on. And finally, we have found the effect of using social networking. And maybe we would lose some skills. And in the following days, we would have some meeting. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Brandon. This is for team 2. Now, may I invite team 3 for your 2 minutes?
Hello everyone, I'm Apple.
Thank you, Apple.
And last week we choose our topic is what is e-learning, and then because we can't have our member have some problem or they are not here, so we can't have a meeting time. So we have. We will go to finish the individual things first.
Okay.
And last, we will group our member to finish the group problem. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Apple. So may I turn the attention to team number 4 now? Thank you, Erica. Yes, yes. Use the microphone, please.
Hello. I was reporting our group. Now our group just find some detail to let our question can be come true. First, we watched some video in the YouTube to tell us how to use the Wikipedia, and second, we read some essay in the reading list in week 5. And now we have a normal essay about our reporting, but it's not very, but it's not useful.
It's
but
okay.
we didn't finish it. We still try to become more perfect. That's all.
Thank you, Erica. I know it's difficult to coordinate teamwork, but I think your team has been doing very good. Now, let's go into the 15 to 20 minutes time to organize yourself for the second round of in-depth sharing. And this time, each member of your team has to tell us something about the work you have at hand and how you're going to make it work for the team to complete learning contract number 3. So we are going to enjoy some more music for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I will invite individual team, all the members to come here to share. We have 5 more minutes before I invite each team to come here to share work in progress. it's time to invite individual team to share your in-depth working in the team member. So we start from team 1 minutes ago, now we start from team 4. Okay? Yes. No. You want team 1? Okay. So they would like you to go first because you're always the best team, they say. So maybe we can just pass the microphone to the best team. Alright. So we invite individual team with all the members to be present to your podium. Yes, thank you. You ready? Yes, please pick up the microphone. The two gentlemen, please stand next to the ladies with the microphones, okay? Okay, Bobby, move into the other side, Ivy side. Two gentlemen, two ladies, all right? Oh, I might have to switch off the music because when music stops, the teams begins. Here we go. Yes, thank you. It's your team's time. Yes. Max?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Max. And our topic is voice information privacy. And I think if people don't fulfill the social responsibility, our privacy is easy to be divorced in the information age. And we are going to do the team proposal in this coming weekend.
Thank you, Max.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ivy. And after I do some research, I found that there have a big relationship between web technology and information privacy. Because when we survey the internet, the type of personal information that internet collects will depend on various factors, include our online activities. Therefore, don't give away too much personal information when we communicate with each other in order to avoid information misappropriate. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivy.
Our team have posted our discussion on the wiki platform. And for me, I think in the e-business world, it is important for both the consumer and the business to protect their personal information. And therefore, everyone should raise their awareness in information privacy.
Thank you, Coco.
Related to our team discussion topic, what is information privacy? I choose the question what is photo sharing, because when we are sharing our photos, it is no doubt that we facing the challenge of protect our information. So I choose this question and we discuss our meeting time for doing this, for doing more on this topic, but we didn't work it out. That's all.
Okay, I think you need some time. This is the best time for you to discuss with member of your team to see how your question fits into the overall proposals. Thank you very much, Bobby, and thank you very much, team number 1. So now let's pass the time to team number 2. Yes. We have Brandon, we have Faith, we have Rufus, and we have Neil, right? Good morning.
Good morning. I have expand on one topic. The topic's name is, the question name is the software of social networking and how to use social networking in business. I have checked that people can see what your company has done on business and have a feedback for you so that you can improve yourself by social networking. And for the reach and size of Facebook and Twitter, they have the most user, and nowadays more and more people pay the money on the online. That's all.
Thank you, thank you.
Good morning. My name is Rufus, and my small topic is who use social networking. So far, we know there are about 74% internet users are using social networking. Also, over 65 years old people have using social networking, and we are going to complete our discussion PPT before next week, Wednesday.
Thank you.
And that's all.
My question is the disadvantage of level. Last week I have done the first part, and this week I done the second part. The second part is bullying about the internet. Use of social networks can expose individuals to harassment or in a program contact from others.
Thank you. Eddie? It's
Thank
Leo,
you.
right?
Thank you, Leo. My question is, what is the advantage of using social networking? We had a meeting in Tuesday, and in Tuesday, firstly, I have already listed the key points in the PowerPoint. Secondly, I have already found the graph data about my question. Thirdly, I have found some research and reference others viewpoints about what is the advantage of using social networking. Finally, I will organize the next meeting in order to do the rest of our PowerPoint. Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon. And I think the four of you have been doing very well. Thank you very much. So, team number 3.
Hello everyone, I'm John. And last week all our member in Macau, so we can't do our report. And I searched in the internet for my own question and topic. My topic is what is messed up, so I go to the internet and do some research. And I also do my journal in the last week. And we will do our report next week. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, John.
Hello, I'm Apple. I searched some information on the internet about my topic. My own topic is what is photo sharing, and then I try to start my own journal, and after that I asked my professor how to do the journal more. more specific. And at this week, I will import. I will improve my journal, and then finish the individual things. Yeah.
Thank you, April.
Hello, my name is Norman. We are preparing find a resource from the internet to interpret our topic question. And because we without the meeting time, so we just finish our journal. But journal form is still some problem.
Okay, thank you, Norman. And I think you three have been doing very well indeed, even though some members on your team would not be around too. Okay, we wish you success next week. Okay, thank you very much. Team number 4. Hello, yes.
Hello everyone. We are team number 4, and our topic is Wiki. What is Wiki? And last week we talked about many things to know our team members and know the others, and we get good ideas. That is, we can have our own part as small topic, and we get a small topic that my member Vincent will talk about how to use Wiki, and Vic, what is the advantage of Wiki, and Erica, what is the disadvantage of Wiki, and me, I will talk about how to make Wiki better, the suggest. And now let's give the turn to Vincent.
Thank you.
How to use Wiki? You can use such keyword to find. Sometimes you can use such keyword to find. You can search keyword belongs subject to such subject to find this keyword. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Vincent, for your contributions.
And I'm going to talk about advantage of Wiki. And Wiki is used to find information of history quickly. If you can find some information is not correct or some information is empty, you can change and adapt this information immediately and as to visitor status. Therefore, empty people also is an adult. Wiki is very common, and it is also a so-called dictionary of knowledge. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Vic. You found something very interesting.
My name is Erica. Last week, I talked about the 2 disadvantages about the Wiki. First is we use too much time to send our words in the Wiki. Last week, I do experimental with my team member. We try to send something, and we find we need to wait for others to finish their works and send it, but we still need to wait the same time when the works is sent to the internet. And second, I'm talking about the safety about the Wiki. Some people even they log their photo, but maybe hackers still can steal their photo and to use their photo in some bad ways. And last week I found a movie is based on the true story, and it's talk about the hackers criminal about the internet, and in the end he used the internet to change his name and to make his life become another people. This is, I think, these two experimental and video can it's helped me to improve my idea more evidence. Thank you.
Thank you. I think your team topic is Wiki, right? Okay.
Yes. Okay. I will talk about how to refine the Wiki, because Wiki is there for many years, but maybe something is not enough. So I think some suggestions can make it better. I think for 1 week and look about the history of Wiki and some people the feedback for the Wiki, and I think I get 2 ideas is can make it better. One of it is because Wiki for one topic it has many language, but the many language is maybe for different people writer, and the information is not the same. So maybe if you can group it together, the information can be more perfectly. And the next one is some topic didn't have some of the languages because no writer to write it. But maybe we can translate some of the information there to that language, so the people in that country can read it with his own language. And this all of sharing. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your suggestions and ideas. Okay, this is team number 4. Well, allow me to add a couple of things. It's very important that each team and each member from each team need to review the video of your sharing in class, the 2 minutes and the 10 minutes. So far we have collected about 2 weeks in class sharing. It's important that you download the video and cut a little bit and put it in your team wiki. Trust me, you will find it very useful when you come to do your personal learning portfolio afterwards. Because in your learning portfolio, you still need to prove that you have done in-class participation so many times to reclaim your scores there. So if you do it now, you don't need to do a lot when you do the learning portfolio. And you need to learn how to download a video from YouTube. Okay, let me show you how. What you need to do is to come to Google and type how to download video from YouTube, okay? And you can find a lot of things. The easiest thing is the fastest free of charge, YouTube download the save from that, okay? And please take a look at that. Just insert the link here, the YouTube link. For example, I want to download this piece of music. I copy and paste this, and I go here, and I just type in the link here. And then what I need to do is just go. And then you can just simply download the video. Okay? MP4. All right? When you click download, the video will be saved onto your computer. All right? So once you have this video at your computer, you need a free of charge editor. Okay? So that you can clip, cut the video, trim the video. And it's not difficult for you to download another editor for you to trim the MP4 video. Okay? Now, don't enter this. Okay? This is dangerous. Don't enter this link, all right? This is something that a hacker stealing information from you. We don't want to play with that. Just use this. It's good enough, all right? And of course, if you don't like this one, you still can choose a different one. And here, you can use the quick grab. This is a safer one, okay? Quick grab. This is a different style of downloading, all right? So this is another way for you to download a video. You copy the video, next step 1, step 2, step 3, okay, step 4, all right? So you can use this. And of course, you can have a lot of other choices. Because this course is web technology and live, you need to learn a little bit of those tricks, right? How to download the video from YouTube, how to edit it, a little bit about trimming it, and put it in your wiki. Just the link will be good enough, all right? So it's very useful. And let's see. Yes, this one. Let me show you a YouTube video. Yes, that's very simple. Watch.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, आज हम आप लोग को दिखाएंगे कि YouTube से आप डायरेक्ट वीडियो कैसे
But it's not in English.
बिना कोई सॉफ्टवेयर यूज किए हुए। तो इसके लिए सबसे पहले आप youtube.com खोलें।
See if you can understand.
youtube.com खुलते ही आप जिस वीडियो को डाउनलोड करना चाहते हैं उस वीडियो को सर्च करें या उस वीडियो को खोलें। जैसे एग्जांपल के तौर पे हम आपको दिखाते हैं how to download YouTube video। चलिए हम इसको सर्च करते हैं और सर्च करते ही ये लिस्ट आ गया वीडियोस का। ठीक है दोस्तों, तो यहाँ पे देखें, चलिए सबसे पहला वीडियो ये ले लेते हैं, आप उस पर क्लिक करें और जैसे ही वो वीडियो खुलेगा थोड़ा देर आप रुक जाइए। देखिए ये चलने लगा है। अब देखिए इस वीडियो को आप बिना कोई सॉफ्टवेयर यूज़ किए अपने ब्राउज़र से डायरेक्ट डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। यही नहीं, आप अपने मन चाहे क्वालिटी का वीडियो भी डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। और अगर आप चाहते हैं कि बस ऑडियो डाउनलोड करें तो वो भी आप कर सकते हैं। इसके लिए सबसे ईजी ट्रिक क्या है अब हम आपको बताने वाले हैं। तो आप क्या करिए, यहाँ पे youtube.com लिखे थे वहाँ पे जाइए और वाई से जस्ट पहले 2 बार एस दबाइए, डबल एस टाइप कीजिए और फिर इंटर प्रेस कीजिए। फिर ऐसे करते ही एक ब्राउज़र आपको एक नया पेज में ले जाएगा और वो पेज कुछ इस तरह का होगा। और देखिए ये आ गया सेव फ्रॉम .net करके एक पेज आएगा और इसमें सारे ऑप्शंस आएंगे। आपको कैसा वीडियो डाउनलोड करना है ये देखिए, आप MP4 360 पिक्सल करना चाहते हैं या फिर MP4 720 पिक्सल करना चाहते हैं या फिर बस ऑडियो जिसमें ऑडियो ना हो वो करना चाहते हैं या फिर बस ऑडियो डाउनलोड करना चाहते हैं। इसमें से आप कुछ भी जो मन करे डाउनलोड करिए। चलिए फिलहाल एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे हम MP4 360 पिक्सल पे क्लिक करते हैं। इस पर क्लिक करते ही ऐसा बॉक्स आ गया। क्योंकि मैंने पहले से इंटरनेट डाउनलोड मैनेजर अपने कंप्यूटर पे इंस्टॉल करके रखा है, इसलिए इसने पिकअप कर लिया। लेकिन मानिए आप में आइडिया नहीं है, इंटरनेट डाउनलोड मैनेजर नहीं है, फिर भी कोई टेंशन की बात नहीं है। इसको मानिए का
Did you see the method? Because this is already done in such a way. And let me demonstrate one more time for you. For example, if I want to download this piece of video, what I need to do is to go here, World Wide Web dot, and then I press SS in front of YouTube, okay? After that, what I need to do is go to enter this. And I will be redirected to a new page. This is called a save from net. This is the same example that I demonstrated you. And then there is a set of things. For example, you can download this, you can download this. Now they preset this, or they preset this, and then I say download. Then everything will be just the same. Much faster and easier than it's ever been. Just install SaveNet Helper and take advantage. I would say that do it with caution, all right? Everything's free of charge sometime. you might have some magnificent software. We just use the best, most convenient way. Okay? Right? So this is the way to download a video. And I just download this twice. And I can also open this with a folder. Okay? Open files, that's only the folder. Yeah. And you can see that I've got 2 videos downloaded from YouTube. And if I download a software which allows me to add this video, then you can trim the video. What you need is to trim the video to that portion of the video where your presentation is located. Okay, and then you can put this in your wiki page as an attachment because it's a small amount of time, so it should not be that big. Okay, you got the idea? How to download video from YouTube, right? The most simplest thing is SS in front of the YouTube's U, worldwideweb.ss YouTube, and then you will want to save from that, okay? And I just did this for you, and so it will be great. All right, to wrap up today's class, let's go back here. I have 2 simple videos I would like to show you. One is called the online business model, because many of you are doing online business, so let me show you this one.
Hi, this is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today. I'm sad to say that we have this Marketing Optimization Summit with Marco first. Marco, I want to talk with you about online business models. Now, there are a lot of different kinds of businesses out there on the web. I mean, there are tens of millions or more, right? But I guess there are 4 business models that are the basic models. Correct. Let's talk about those 4 so we can get some kind of insight. I mean, there's a lot of variety, but let's talk about those 4 models. What's the first one?
Sure. So the first one is e-commerce. It's simply what most people are used to, thinking about and knowing. If you're selling stuff online, it's very easy to figure out and know why you're doing it. You can simply measure, the output at the end of the day. If you're in the black, you're good. If you're in the red, you're not.
Okay. Now, we've oversimplified, of course, business model. But essentially, it's selling products at a profit and still stay competitive, which is not an easy thing to do because there are a lot of people that are buying at a very good price and selling at a low price. So, exactly. But it's easy to measure, at any rate, whether you make a sale or not.
It is. Compared to the other business models, e-commerce is simply your easiest because you know if you're selling products or not, and, again, whether you're in the red or in the black at the end of the month.
And the way to improve with that model is to improve the conversion rate either on your product pages or on your landing page, depending on how you sell.
Correct. It's all about optimization at the end of the day. And again, e-commerce is an easy model to do that because you can see where your abandonment rate is. It's typically on your main landing pages, your product detail pages, or in your shopping cart. And those are typically your big ones that you go after.
Now, the interesting thing is that online stores that do well have a lot of content about the kinds of products in the field, which leads us to the second kind, that we're kind of fuzzy into the second kind of business model. What's that?
Content. And so a typical content site is oftentimes like people think of CNN.com or NewYorkTimes.com.
Or Web Marketing Today.
Or Web Marketing Today, exactly. And typically what these business models do is they actually make money on advertising. And it's actually the only business model that people should really be worried about how many page views you have. It's the only one where page views actually make you money.
Okay. But page views don't necessarily make you money because some advertising is based on a cost per thousand basis, but others is on a performance basis.
Correct.
So it's not the number of people who see it, but the number of people who click it, or the number of people who actually complete the transaction, whatever you're trying to get. So that business model gets complex as well.
It does, and especially when you get into more of the advanced, where people have to click through or actually convert. Personally, I think those are some of the better models that are out there now, and it tends to move us away from the old Wild West, where it just meant a page view, or it meant that it just had eyeballs. Again, now it's actually about proving the results, and that's a step forward in the industry.
I've seen a lot of small businesses combine those first two, as I mentioned. They'll have a lot of content which draws search engine traffic to their site. And then once they're there, they sell them various products, or they point them to referral kinds of products of one kind or another, affiliate program. So it's possible, I think, to combine those two very effectively.
Oh, it absolutely is. And most sites actually have at least 2 of the 4. Some even three. For a quick example, Amazon.
So the models are straightforward, but the way they're combined together can be rather interesting and powerful. The third model you mentioned is what?
Support.
Okay, support. So tell me about this model.
Sure. So customer support is, again, just to go back to the quick example of Amazon, if my book doesn't get to me, my first reaction is typically to call, but I don't have Amazon's phone number, so I'm going to go look for their contact, help me section on the website. And their typical support is to, well, give me your, UPS code for, shipping code. So they will take me through a series of steps that will allow me to actually solve my need on their website, as opposed to calling, which may cost them somewhere between $12 and $20 for a few minute phone call. So it's a much cheaper model to do that.
Now, is support an actual business model, or is it a subset, say, of e-commerce?
It is, technically it's qualified as a separate business model, but the other three business models make you money where support saves you money.
Okay. And a lot of times the support will be a support section of an e-commerce website.
Yes.
If you don't have it, you're in trouble.
You do, and this is where a lot of companies actually get in trouble. Many of them may bury their phone number. You can take that for what it's worth. But a lot of them really don't have enough robust self-service support model. And again, you're just wasting money at that point because so many people can be served online.
I heard it phrased in an interesting way. Would you do business with someone that hides their phone number from you? And that's a very good question about it. Now, there's a fourth kind of business model that you mentioned, lead generation. Tell us about that.
Sure. Simply put, lead generation is any time that you are collecting PII, personally identifiable information. And so this could simply be capturing a newsletter, give me your email, or I'm capturing that and ultimately selling you a white paper, such as on InfoWorld Today, or things like that. So I'm capturing your information, and I'm either using it for myself for later purposes, hopefully for CRM. Unfortunately, too many companies actually just capture it and don't know what to do with that information. Or they may be passing it on in the case of a third-party white paper.
Okay. So this is lead generation is a step in sales process, usually for where a telephone call or some other response. It's a several-step process. Some items, people are willing to put it in the shopping cart and buy it, and others they need some talking to and some kind of educative sales and stuff to buy the product. So it's kind of the first step in the sales process.
Absolutely. And it may be the only step, in the process. It depends, you could continue to extend what lead generation is, especially when it falls into or spills into more traditional business models of what people think is lead generation. But at least for online purposes, if I'm capturing your information, it's because I'm taking something from you because hopefully I'm getting something from you.
Okay. Well, Marco, thanks for talking to us about business models. Tell me about your business and what your business model is and what you do.
Sure. I'm the Director of User Experience at Flangela. We're an Omnicom subsidiary based in the New York City area, and we are a through-line marketing agency. So we do everything from TV, print, radio, digital, of course, packaging, and events.
Thanks so much. This is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing.
You heard about the 4 specific business models where you go do business online, which is basically e-commerce, selling things online. The second thing is content is key, so you can attract a lot of the online advertisements, right? Just like the very important things that you do in the Googles. And then the third one, customer support. All right, so you offer a product and you provide customer support. So one of the fourth one is lead generations, which is a very new kind of business. As you can see, it's done by this, a very brief interval with 7 minutes. And of course, this is the first piece. The other piece I would like you to read is very interesting. Don Tapscott is a very famous writer on the Internet Age, Information Society. He produced quite a number of very famous writing. Now here he would like to share with you his ideas of education 2.0. You are doing e-learning, so I recommend that you read and a little bit done on this very interesting talk. It's about 3 minutes, so maybe we can do this.
Welcome back. Don Tapscott's been with us all this week. How can our education system adjust to the needs of the wider generation? Hello again.
Hi.
How would you describe how we currently teach today?
Well, as with most of our institutions, we have an industrial age model of pedagogy, and it's about mass education, and it's a broadcast model, and it's sort of, it's based on the lecture. I mean, if someone was frozen 100 years ago, and then they miraculously came alive today, say Toronto, and they looked at a pilot in the professions, right? A pilot flying a plane, or a doctor in an operating theater, or an engineer designing a building. They'd say, wow, has the world ever changed? And technology has been at the heart of these changes. The professions are different. Well, if they walked into a lecture theater at a university or any classrooms, they'd breathe a sigh of relief. They'd say, well, I recognize this. I mean, it's a broadcast model. It's one way, one size fits all. It's teacher focused, and the student is isolated in the learning process. It's sort of teacher as transmitter. Like, I'm a teacher, I have knowledge. You're a student, you're an empty vessel, you don't have knowledge. Get ready, here it comes. And in a lot of cases, it's, your goal is to take it into active working memory through practice and repetition to build deeper cognitive structures so you can recall it to me when I test you. And there's going to be a lot more testing. Well, everything is wrong with this model. And a new thing that's wrong is not just that we can have a different model, but we have a new generation of digital natives, right? I'm a digital immigrant. I had to learn the language. They're coming into the schools and into the universities, and rather than growing up being the passive recipients of media like my generation was, they've grown up being the interactors and collaborators. And they learn differently and they think differently. So we need to rethink our basic model of pedagogy.
I guess the question, though, Don, is, this is a system that has worked for many, many generations. World literacy rates are the highest we've seen. More and more people are being educated. So doesn't this prove that the current system is actually working well?
Well, no, it doesn't. And let me give you some anecdotal data points, okay? I'm convinced the smartest students in universities in Canada don't go to lectures. I've talked to so many of them who say, yeah, the big thing is to get an A without having ever gone to the lecture.
How do you do that?
You learn from the internet. Because sitting there in a class being broadcast to by some teachers, one youngster said to me at Harvard, actually, why would I sit in a class of 300 people, the teaching assistant, telling me about Peter Drucker? I can't even answer a question. When I can go online, Peter Drucker, the management expert, when I can go online and interact with a sort of real-time Peter Drucker. It's just a better way of learning. So the university is starting to lose its monopoly on higher education. And if we don't reinvent the university, someone else is going to do this. They'll be replaced.
Tell me practically how this changes. How do you envision teaching in the future? If we get rid of the lecture, how does it work?
Well, you can see it in various places around the world. It's a wonderful school in Toronto called Greenwood School, where they view the model of the school as like a summer camp. And kids ought to have fun. They think learning, they ought to be passionate about things. They have a lot of small group discussion and team projects. And technology is an important part of it. It frees up teachers from being lecturers to doing what only humans can do, which is to customize a learning experience, to motivate and to work with people. I'll give you an example from another country, Portugal. I was over there. Here's a country that has no money. Somehow, through partnerships, they found a way that every kid aged from K to 12 has a laptop connected to a high-speed network in the classroom. And I toured these classes. I go into classes, 7-year-olds. And the teacher says, okay, now we're going to go to the astronomy block. All these kids pull up this solar system on the screen. She says, today we're learning about something called the equinox. Who knows what an equinox is? Nobody knows. They're 7, okay? So she says, okay, you know the deal. The deal is, you go find out. You can partner up, you can create a little group, you can do it by yourself. The classroom explodes, it's all noisy. The kids are on Portuguese Wikipedia and Google, and they're surfing on the web. And this little group figures it out. We know what an equinox is. They stand up, they explain it to the class. The other kids are asking them questions, the teacher is intervening, and the kids are loving astronomy. They're loving learning. And they're learning in a way that's appropriate for their brains, but also for the kind of workforce that they're going to enter as they become adults.
So is this about simply giving kids computers and access to the internet?
I'm glad you asked me that. No. In fact, it's not about the technology.
Since the time is running out for us, I would highly recommend that you go home and finish watching the remaining 9 minutes. It's going to be very useful because you must have this perspective to understand the meaning of what we are doing in class this couple of weeks, okay? So I hope you enjoy today's class and with your participations, it makes a lot of sense. I see you back here next week, the last week of your learning contract number 3, with remaining 2 more classes of in-class participation sharing 2 rounds. Okay, let's see you. Thank you. Bye-bye.